Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdi.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And I am so excited to bring you one of the new bundles that will be starting January the 5th. And it is so cute. So it is so adorable. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Diana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Mimeograph Monday with a twist basically means I'm going to be doing a project out of the catalog and then I do a twist on it. So I'll be doing 2 cards today and this is always fun. I love that, the little bit of a challenge, and if you ever want me to do something, make sure you let me know, and if I can, I will. I don't own every stamp set in the book. It feels like I do sometimes, but I don't own everything. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully you had a marvelous Christmas and you got lots of good stuff. I know my belly's full. And we had smoked turkey enchiladas. That's what we had. We smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving, so we froze the breast, and then so today we made Christmas we made smoked turkey enchiladas. They were very yummy. So we've never done that before. Usually we have ham, but it was good. So hopefully you had some good food, maybe saw some of your family, got a present or two, and enjoyed the day. So let's get started. I'm going to turn the camera, so close your eyes just for a second while I get adjusted. I try to do it pretty fast so you didn't get too seasick. So this is the cute stamp set that I'm going to be doing today, the Playing in the Rain. It's actually a bundle and it's sweet, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with it. So this is what I'm going to be using, and so here is the recipe. Now I can't show you the catalog because I can't open up the catalog yet because it's not live, but I will be doing a catalog flip through when it is live. So here is my little recipe. So I kind of know what they used. Some of the stuff that wasn't listed, so that's why this is always fun and a challenge, because it's not always written on there, so I just figure it out. Okay, so let's get started. So we are using, here's my pieces. So one thing that wasn't listed was the gray granite cardstock. So we have gray granite, mint, let me make sure I'm saying this right. We have gray granite, which wasn't listed. All right, basic gray, basic black, which I have over here because I am going to do some heat embossing. Then we had Pool Party, Calypso, Petal Pink, where is that hiding? Oh, Soft Seafoam, and then the basic white. So that's what the cardstock was using. So when I looked at the picture, I was like, well, this had to be gray granite, you know, just based on the stuff that was going on with the other pieces. So gray granite is the card base, and we're going to do some stamping. We're going to do some heat embossing. So let's do the heat embossing just so that can dry and we can get that off the desk. All right, so I have my little tray. It's so fun. This is carrying over, so you're still going to get the little tray. Let me get my grid sheet here. So we're going to do some white heat embossing. So we're going to need our Versamark pad. So on our basic gray, we have these cute little raindrops. So we're going to put some raindrops on there. And I have my heat gun heated off to the side. All right, so this is just raindrops with Versamark. You can't really see them. If you wanted, you could leave it like this. It would just dry, and then it would be like a watermark. But I'm doing like it says in the book. So this is with the white embossing powder. And now you can see the white, whatchamacallit, the white raindrops. Okay, I'm getting that out of the way. Okay, so I just want to heat this up till it gets a little warm. And then we're going to heat set our raindrops. So as soon as they turn, you know what I'm going to get? I'm also going to get this. This comes with that cute little tray as well. All right. So I don't have to burn my fingers. So as soon as it turns, start to get shiny, then we just move to the next section. So I know that's a little noisy on your ears. I know the first time I saw heat embossing, I was like, oh my gosh. It's just such an impressive technique if you are a new stamper. All right, so we've got our cute little raindrops. And I also want to do my greeting. So the greeting is, rainy days are better with you. So I'm going to do the same thing, bring my tray over. Rainy days are better with you. So if you are new, this is my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. I'm watching live with you. So if you have any questions at all, make sure you ask them over in the chat. I know you have to be signed in to your YouTube account or your Google account, whichever, in order to comment. So if you're having issues, that could be why. I know a lot of you watch on your smart TV. So you can't, I think you can thumbs up and stuff, but I don't believe you can comment. All right, so let's do our rainy days the same way. So as soon as it starts to get shiny, we'll move along. And then I'm just going to fussy cut this out. So it doesn't take too long once it's been heated up and you've used it. All right, then it's important to unplug, because I'm not going to use my heat gun for my twist. I'm going to do it totally different. So I want to unplug that so we don't burn the house down. Okay, so let's bring our stuff over. So we want to stamp on these little pieces. Now these pieces are 3.5 by 1 inch. We don't need to stamp on this one. All right, so we have Pool Party and then the sea foam. So Pool Party is going to have clouds, and I need gray granite. So then that also helped me decide, okay, we have gray granite cardstock, so I mean ink, so we're going to use gray granite cardstock. All right, so we're just going to stamp these cute little clouds on the Pool Party. And I'm just kind of moving them so they're not all the same. All right, so we've got some clouds. And then we're going to do some of the flowers. So this is the catalog. Once you get your mini catalog, now I've heard from quite a few of you that, oh, you've got your mini catalog in the mail. So that's good. So you can start your wish list. And it comes with the celebration in the same envelope. All right, so they both start January the 5th. All right, so you have your cute little flowers. And this is just garden green on this soft sea foam. So we'll just stamp those flowers along the bottom. Okay. Then on some scrap paper right here. So on the scrap paper, we're going to stamp our cute little bunny, because we're going to use the bunny today. I'm also going to be doing some die cutting as well. All right, so we've got our cute little bunny, and she's colored with the pencils, just the watercolor pencils. So I'm going to let her dry a second while before I color with the pencils, just because I don't want her to bleed. When you're using the pencils, you're rubbing a little more than you would necessarily with like if I use the blends, you know. Okay, so I'm going to do some die cutting because this stamp set has a matching die. It is so fun. So I'm going to use that. So I need the bunny, and we're going to do the kite. Get that. All right, and we're gonna do the kite. I think that's all I wanted there. All right. And so let's get this off of here. And let's bring over what I showed the other day. Let me scoot up just a tad. All right. And then I forget to scoot down. All right. I'm going to do my cute new little baby embossing. Or my little cut and emboss. All right. So you need 1, 2. All right. So we're going to do the kite. There we go. Maybe if I do it right. All right. So there's the little kite. And let's see. I'm going to lose these. I know it. All right. So we wanted the kite. We want these, which I was calling these ties the other day, which they could be, but they're the little kite ties or whatever for the string. We also want to put some calypso coral, and that's just going to make our kite have some color. So, oops, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. All right, good. Thank you very much. All right, hold it up and put it away. All right, scoot down. So we've got our pieces. So I showed that cute little cut and emboss, and you can actually get that starting January 5th. If you join my team, you can choose to add that to your starter kit. All right, so let's get this off of my desk because I am just freaking out that I'll lose these, because it's easy to do. Because when I'm doing the videos, then I stack stuff and things get lost. All right, so it's just a good habit to get stuff put away. All right, so now we're going to glue our kite stuff. So I'm going to use my silicone, and that way if any of the glue gets around, it's going to get on the silicone, so it won't be as big of a deal. All right, so we have our cute little kite, and then this just gets glued on there, so then your kite has a couple colors. I love that. So I'm just using the green tip glue to do that. So now our kite looks super cute. And then these are the little that's those little ties I was telling you about. So I'm turning them like this so I can pick them up with my pick tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little dab of glue, and I'm going to pick that up, and then I'm just going to lay that right in there, and then I'm just going to move down the string. That's about the same spacing, I think. Little dab will do you. And then I'll just set this aside so that it can continue to dry on the silicone while we put the rest of our card together. So let's bring our card over. So we have this gray granite. This is the inside, and I'm just simply going to stamp a little umbrella on the inside. I don't know what's on the inside of the catalog one. I always say probably nothing. It's probably just plain, I'm assuming, but what do I know? Okay, so that's going to go on here. All right, and now, oh, you know what I forgot to do was cut out the bunny. Diana. Oh, let's see. I forgot to cut out the bunny. But what's fun is it cuts out, but it won't cut out the puddle. So I'm sorry. This is live for sure. So I'm bringing my little doohickey back. All right, number 1 again. All right, so we've got our little bunny. And now this time I'm going to put some tape just to kind of keep him from moving. So I'm just going to put my little bunny on there. And I love that. See this? It has this little thing here so that you can see his hair. So then you know you're getting it in the right spot. And then I'm just going to use some, this is just Post-it tape, just so it doesn't move. When I was cutting out the kite and the little tails, it didn't matter because there was no, nothing stamped on there. But this little guy's stamped on here, and I don't want him to move. So I'm just going to use some Post-it tape. And you can use it over and over and over. Alright, I just grab it off of Amazon. Alright, so I'm going to stick this back on there, and we'll run that through. Good, good, good. Now we can put you back away. Thank you so much, baby. All right. So I apologize. Okay, so now we color our bunny. So see how cute it is? So it cuts him out, but it doesn't cut out the puddle. So we're just getting our little bunny. And so see, these are still sticky, so I can reuse them later. All right. Let's color our bunny. Now we're just using the watercolor pencils to color, and I just keep them in one of the like an empty case that the stamps come in. I just keep it in there. All right, so then we're just going to use watercolor pencils, and that's all they use. I didn't use a blender pen or anything, so I'm just going to do the same way. So I'm just grabbing some of this little, what is this? Melon Mambo. And then his little coat was yellow. So I'm just coloring it very easy. So if you don't have the watercolor pencils, they're a great deal. We have 2 different varieties of them. And sometimes you just like to sit and color, and these are perfect. You don't have to worry about blending them if you don't want to. You certainly can. You certainly can use a blender pen or a water brush and blend that more, but they didn't, so I am not. So I'll do the same little pink on this here and the cute little pink nose. And you can get, so I just go over once, and then you can just press a little harder, and then you can get a little darker. So you can do the same kind of thing like I do with the blends where you have 2 different colors and stuff. Just press harder, and then you'll get the variety of the colors. All right, and then this is just the basic gray. And then I'm not gonna go super dark, so I'm gonna keep my bunny fairly light, which is important if you are going to add some dark, like if you're going to go back and add a little bit of dark. But the pencils are fun. If you did any coloring in school, I'm sure you used what we call in Canada pencil crayons. So they're just like that. Easy to use. So there's our cute little bunny. So if you want to put a little darker around here, just go back over just a little more heavy-handed, and it'll just be a little darker around there. So I need to use these pencils more often. I'm so bad. I just use my blends all the time, but look how easy these are to get that bunny so stinking cute. And all I used was 3 pencils, because look how cute he is. So adorable. Okay, so that was that. So let's put our card together. So we have our card over here. Then we have, we're gonna go boom, boom, and this is on the bottom. So what I want to do is I want to put the center one, and that's going to help me get them in the right spot. So I'm just going to use my green tip glue. So it was fun coming up with a twist for this one. And I'm just using the edges to kind of see that I'm about the same from the edge. And then this one will go on the top. So I just find it's easier if you do that center one, and then you can place the other ones a little easier, I think. That's just how my eye sees better. Okay. Now this is just a green tip glue, and I have just put it in that little squeeze bottle. And I got that off of Amazon. All right, it just makes it a little easier. Okay, so we're gonna cut this out. We're just gonna fussy cut this. So I'm just gonna go straight up. Okay, so just using the letters to kind of guide my scissors to make it be semi-straight. All right, we're going to put our cute little bunny on with some dimensionals. He's perfect size for the mama ones. All right, so we're also going to put our kite on with some dimensionals. So this cutie patootie goes right here. So this is the twist, or this is not the twist. This is my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. But the card I'm finishing right now is the catalog, the mini catalog on page 81, in case you have got that in the mail. And then the card I'm going to do after this is my twist on this card. So I'm going to do 2 cards today. All right, so this is the cute little kite. So I'm just going to... And I'm gonna, so I just kind of put the string so it looks like the bunny is holding the kite. And then we're gonna put a couple dimensionals on this side. And that's just going to go over here like that. So it's simple, super simple. So here's the first card. So this is my catalog version. So now I'm going to do my twist on this. And like I said, I'm just going to change some things around. And I want to use some designer series paper this time. So what if I did this same card, but instead I used designer series paper. So this is the Rain or Shine DSP. Now this is a couple packs, but look how cute it is. So we've got some cute umbrellas, some little daisies. We've got our cute little critters, some raindrops, some more raindrops. This is a fun pack of paper. So like I said, this is several packs. Here's some more fun little critters. But anyways, so I'm going to use this DSP. And we also have a raindrops embossing folder. So I wanted to use that as well. I also wanted to change some of my colors. So here's the pieces so you can see what I'm going to use. I also wanted to use one of the fun little critters that was in the DSP. So it just is a totally different card. All right, so let me pull all those out. So this is crumb cake. So crumb cake is what I chose to use for my card base instead of the gray granite. So here's the inside of the card. So it's going to be very similar layout, but it's going to look totally different because I'm using the DSP. So here is the little umbrella. Instead of stamping it, I'm going to use the DSP. So I cut it out with the folder or with the die. And then I'm just going to glue it on the inside of the card, just like I did the other one. This kind of reminds me of Dr. Seuss. I don't know why, but it just gives me that Dr. Seuss kind of feel. So that goes on the inside. Now I have not wrote or stamped on any of the inside of these cards, so I can use it later as a note card if I want. But so there's the inside. So then here is the raindrops. So they probably go, I'm like, do they go like this? Isn't that bad? I'm like, raindrops, raindrops. Yeah, think like this. Who knows? Isn't that bad? I'm trying to go. All right, so we're going to use this. So it's just crumb cake on top of crumb cake. Like that. So that we have the little raindrops in the back. Then what I did was, instead of stamping this, I picked similar DSP that kind of looked like what I was using before. So we have clouds on the top, rain on the middle, and then flowers. So it's very, very similar, but it just is going to have a different feel. Now, since I also put this piece here, I trimmed these down to 3 1/4 because they were 3 1/2, I believe, before. That's what I said, but let me just make sure. I believe they were 3 1/2 by 1 inch. So hold on a second in case you want to do, yeah, so 3 1/2. So I trimmed these down to 3 1/4 so that I had a little bit more of a border. All right, so we're going to glue them on the same way. So I'm going to glue my raindrops on first. So we've got our raindrops in the center. And again, I'm just eyeballing that I have about the same on each side. Now you're gluing this on and it's got all these little raindrops on the back. So you just kind of want to push so that paper will connect to the flat paper. Then we've got our cute little clouds. This paper is adorable. Like, look how fun that is on the back. All right, so we've got our cute little clouds up here. And then we had stamped flowers before. So then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to pick, there's a couple little flowers, but I just picked these ones. And they're gonna go on the bottom. So this is a faster card. Plus I already did the die cutting ahead of time because I'm like, you don't need to see me die cut this card too. We are going to glue our kite together. Now this time I wanted my kite to have a little pizzazz. So I cut out the pattern DSP so that my kite would have a little bit of a pattern. Now this DSP is called specialty DSP because it's got embossing. I'll show you what I mean. You just got to get that on the right. You have to get that the right way. It's like a puzzle. Here it is. It's like a puzzle. It goes just the right angle. All right. And then I have my little whatchamacallits. So I just did those in flirty instead of the pink because this is flirty. All right, so we're gonna go just like we did before. So we're gonna go drop, drop, drop. All right, and then we're gonna just put our cute little things on. So it's very similar, but it just looks different with that DSP. So if you're like a person that doesn't like to color, and we'll set this aside like we did before and let it dry. If you're a person that goes, oh, I don't want to color, look how cute this little bunny is. And I just die cutted him out of the DSP. And his little shirt, he looks like he's going on a cruise to Hawaii or something. His little shirt, I'm trying to make it catch the light. See that? It's embossed. So that's why this DSP is called specialty DSP because the paper is special. It's got some embossing and different things going on. All right, so there's our cute little bunny. So now there's a variety of bunnies, so I'll show you one of the other ones when I'm done. We also want my greeting. Now the greeting, I'm going to use Flirty, but I'm going to use the same greeting, but we're just going to stamp it on basic white with Flirty. Because I'm not going to do any heat embossing this time. Alright, so cut it out like I did before. I'm still just fussy cutting it because it's pretty easy to do. So I kind of do my edges first by using those two letters, and then it kind of helps you keep them straight. Alright, so there we have our rainy days. Okay, so our kite should be dry by now, and by using the silicone you can pick it right up. So let's put our dimensionals on there, and we're going to do the same little thing. We're going to bring our kite over. We're going to stick that kite underneath the bunny's little foot so it looks like, you know, she's really flying, or he really flying the kite. We're going to grab our dimensionals like we did before. So this just gives this one a little brighter look. A little, even though it's raining, it's just not as dark because I'm using the white and the DSP. There's a little bit more colors going on than the other one. And you want to make sure you always decorate your envelopes, which I did not. All right, so here's the catalog as I get away my mess. So here's the catalog version right here. And then here is my twist. But like I said, you have several different bunnies on the DSP. So one, I picked the little brown bunny. And then this one has the little white bunny. I think, was there any more? Let me see real quick if there was any more. Any more. Oh yes, see? So we also have a little yellow bunny. So is there just the 3? I guess it's just the 3. Yeah, so he's cute too. All right, so I just thought it was fun to do the card and just use the DSP. Wasn't that a fun idea? Okay, so let me say see you later, alligator. Ooh, really, really close. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. Oh, you see my shirt? Jeff retired, so he got himself a bass boat because he wants to go fishing, and it's so much more fun to fish with a boat. So we all got cute little funny fishing t-shirts for Christmas, so I could not resist wearing my new t-shirt. So anyways, all right, so thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you come back tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays, 3 o'clock, that's Arizona time, okay? And I'm trying to think. Oh yes, I have something fun to show you. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave you with that tease. Aren't I bad? All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like these cards. And like I said, if you ever want me to do a Mimeograph Monday with a twist of something that you see in the catalog and I can do it, let me know. Otherwise, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks so much. Bye for now.